Good morning and welcome back to the stream. This will be the final stream of this year, unless you live in a part of the world where you already celebrated New Year. In that case, Happy New Year, and it's the first stream of the year. But here it's still early in the morning. Well, early. 10:30. So we got some hours to go before the new year. And I kind of wanted to end this year with, just a bit of playthrough, continuing playthrough of the Cacowards 2025, which of course we will not finish this year, but that's okay. I did make a little progress, extra progress on my own project as well. So we're going to kick off 2026 with the release of episode 2. I did find the effect for the laser drill. I kind of had to combine two different effects, but I'm going to show you after we play a bit through this mod from the Cacowards. And there's only very little to do before the actual mod testing can begin, which I'm going to outsource to a very capable person who already discovered a ton of, well, I wouldn't say bugs per se, but tiny fixes. So that's really great. Look forward. Well, actually, I hope not too many of them are found, but it's a thorough testing, a procedure, which is always good. So we'll see what comes up. If there are any game-breaking bugs, I have to fix them, have to address them before the release. To be honest, I'm not expecting too many problems. It's okay to not fix everything because it's still, in development. So it's definitely not the final product, which I will be releasing. It's just, to have, because there's been a huge amount of time between releases of the original demo and the full episode. So I kind of wanted to, instead of keeping everybody waiting, kind of want to put episode 2 out there. And that's why I decided to release a per episode, release on a per episode basis, which will, at least give the players something to look forward to again. But I've been making good progress. It kind of after Core Decay, it kicked up a notch, development for Annie. And I'm planning to continue to do so. I'm not going to, beside my own projects, I'm not going to do anything else, no third-party work or whatever. I'm just going to focus on my own projects to get them out. And, we'll see from there. I'm probably going to be in the future focusing on making my own games instead of doing work for other developers or companies or whatever. I kind of like to be in control, somewhat of my own game. So that's actually perfect for that. So let's actually start continuing in the doghouse, and then after that we'll dive into a little bit of fixing, a little bit of mapping. I'm going to show you the new drill effect, maybe a tiny bit of scripting, and that's it actually. And then in the new year, I'll make sure to prep the package. I was initially going to do a trailer for episode 2. Maybe if there's still time while I await the test results, I can work on a trailer. It kind of depends. I do want to get it out within the first 2 weeks of January. So we'll see if there's time for a trailer. If not, it's okay. We'll see. All right. Let's see. This was actually, I think it's a new map we started. Let's quickly assess the situation here. Machine gunners. That's okay. and just go around, picking them off. There we go. Let's immediately start. Hey, Morlanap, what is up, buddy? Welcome. Good to see you again before the end of 2025. For me personally, okay. I just kinda, shit. He spotted me. It's kinda weird. Didn't want to shoot them too early, because these things are doing wonderful work. But you know, the like New Year doesn't mean anything for me like too special. It's not something that I consider like you know, like a super special event. It's just a good time to kind of evaluate the previous year and see like, is there anything I kind of want to improve for the next year. Oh, you got there. Okay, cool. No speech. Well, it's not really like a speech. Like some special announcement or something. But it's always good to, you know, set a few goals. That was bad. I kind of... There's not a lot of room here. So far, not too bad. Hey, it's about time I get out of here. Okay, now I... Oh god, he got me in the end. Fuck that shit. I was doing so well. Let's grab this. And let's go back to our strategy here, which was not too bad. Pumping them out. This is gonna soak up all my rockets. That's fine. Oh shit, he got me. Fuck, got caught in underneath. Okay. Well, I think it's good. There's still a pin elemental. Yeah, there was absolutely. No, I said it before. Pin elementals and archviles are top priority for me, and then Shane Gunners, and then Revenants. I think in that order. No more, indeed. Oh, we can grab that one safely. Oh. Whoa, look at this this number here. 1228 monsters to kill. I assume this map will open up. This is like slaughter map level. Well, let's hope they're all former humans. Mancubi, yeah, annoying. It kind of, I feel like they're pretty well balanced. I mean, they can be a menace, but the attacks don't feel unfair. Oh shit. There's... Let's wait it out just a little bit. If I can avoid... I cannot avoid. I was gonna say if I can avoid the DFG, but... with the archvile in place, I have to use it. I remember, like, the Doom 2 manual about the Revenant says, you wish your missile did what his can do, if I believe that's correct. And that is ever so true. However, with GZ Doom, that is possible now. I always... yeah... I actually looked it up because I kind of wanted to... well, I was working on the story of Annie. It's like a three... like, you got the intro story, and then you got a story after each episode. And I kind of wanted to write it in the same style as, you know, to kind of... stick close to the original Doom 2 style of writing, which is, you know, nothing like poetic or anything, but it's kind of like, for me, like, as a non-English speaker, it's kind of hard to write some, you know, advanced story in English. I can hold my own in my own language when it comes to, like, writing and stuff like that. But for English it's hard because not everything translates correctly. So I kind of have to compare, like, how does the story hold up to the original, to kind of... well, you'll see in if I release the episode. I did update the story. I can show you actually. Because the original text was kind of like a simple form of English, because, you know, my deeper knowledge of the more, let's say, difficult words, not per se, but you know what I mean, like, you got simple writing and then you got more like using a lot of adjectives and stuff like that, and, you know, it's a different kind of writing. Not even sure how to not really, not necessarily specific for the game, but more like I can't even think of an example. Like you know, you can say, like, well, not per se weird, but it's more like you can say there were fields of flowers, and then you can say, you know, like lush, blooming, you know, stuff like that. You know, it's like more like, it's a better way to express. Like the player was stuck in a cocoon, and you could say he was encapsulated in, you know, like stuff like that, you know, to kind of improve the simple. And that's kind of if for a non-English speaker, it's for me it's harder to kind of translate that to English. I can do it in Dutch, no problem, but in English it's different because it requires a deeper knowledge of the language, you know, than just I can speak and read and write the basics, but you know, the more advanced writing, I kind of have to base myself on some existing. Not to blatantly copy that, but to base my writing on that specific type of language, you know, or grammar or whatever you want to call it. And I think it worked out fairly nicely. Right, back here. Let's see. Ah. Whoa. That was in your face. I took the wrong weapon there. Come on. Start shooting, goddammit. Now you start shooting. Fuck. And they react so fast. Writing style, yes. Indeed. I kind of like... Have you ever played Gears of War 2? Fuck no. Fuck! Oh, there was a way to hide. Son of a bitch. Oh. Well, you should, if you look up the intro of Gears of War 2, you got the queen, the main boss of the series, and she does like the intro to the story of Gears 2. And I really like that kind of storytelling. It's I'm not even sure how to describe it. I wouldn't say dramatic, maybe. I actually have no clue. My knowledge is not that deep, but it's like a perfect. It's to the point. Not over exaggerated, because that is something I don't like. If you use too much drama to describe something. Oh, whoa. Oh, that was a 360 no scope. I try to pull off there. It's like this. I have this mouse, you see, like this. This I use mainly for level editing, because it puts my wrist in a more comfortable position. I do have another mouse. This one, it's for it's better for gaming. But no, in this case for Doom. This actually does the trick fine, but it's higher, and sometimes when I try to grab it, I accidentally bump my hand. Ergonomic mouse, yes. I bump my hand against it, and then it tumbles, and you know. Because I do feel like some wrist strain Especially if I have to like do a lot of clicking, a lot of mouse clicking, then I kind of feel pain in my wrists. Oh shit. Come on, okay, that's great, that's great. They seem to be stuck. But, you know, I'll blame the author for that. It's not my fault, I'll just take advantage. Mouse poops, yeah. True, true. I had one of those at some point. But now I just have like a big rectangle. Like it's a big mouse pad where my keyboard rests on as well. Which does the trick. I had this like inflammation in my shoulder and my wrist a few months ago, I think. And it occurred after playing Titan Quest. It's an RPG I'm really fond of, but it requires a shitload of clicking for every movement, for every attack. You can't use the keys to walk, so you have to constantly click the map to move your character forward. And holy shit, that really, I knew that was the cause. So basically I had to quit playing Titanfall. Because of that, you know. And I do want to finish it, but I have to limit my playtime with that. I might do maybe an hour. Yeah, Titan Quest 2, but I kind of wanted to finish the first one. What I really liked in Path of Exile 2 is that you can actually use WASD. And it's really tied in with the movement. It's absolutely great. It's weird that like Diablo 4 didn't use that formula because, you know, it's just that good. Hey Festus, does it screw with balancing? Ah, okay. Mark Briggs, welcome. Is this original? You mean what I'm playing right now? Yeah, true. But I feel like every RPG. This is a WOD, yes, indeed. But I feel like, you know, I feel like they should design every RPG with that in mind, because it's so much better. This is actually from the Cacowards, 2025. It's only the first. Like, I want to play through them all. This is only the first, but it's I think it's a megawatt. And it's a pretty hard one, so it's definitely gonna take me a while to wade through. If you look at the monster count, you'll know. I think maybe we can. Okay. Let's see if we can use a rocket launcher as long as we can. This takes too long. Just too many of them. We're gonna have to do a different tactic. The real Doom came out in 93, yeah. True. I haven't played the original Doom in a long time. What I usually do is mapping and making levels for Doom. And, you know, sometimes play some Doom mods, but the original game, I played it, I don't know, 100 times already. There's no real reason for me to go back again. Because it's been done to death, I think. But the community is very much alive. And like the level design for Doom evolved so much. Like in this mod, even if there's one sphere, just one, that's a bad sign. Should probably leave that for what it is. And you gotta keep in mind, this is here we go again. No, the original had 3 episodes, and then you had an expansion, Thy Flesh Consumed. That was the official 4th episode. Then you had Doom 2 with a couple of actually... what they did was great. They actually had 2 separate projects, TNT, Plutonia and Evolution, and they were actually made by fans. Holy shit, this is not... Okay, maybe I should grab this. Thin out the herd just a little bit. Holy shit, dude. Every time... Well, there goes my BFG. I'm not even sure if I can find a save point. Every time I start one of these arenas, I feel it feels hopeless. They just keep coming in. Holy shit. Holy shit. How the hell are you supposed to... Feels so like I could never finish it. That's how it feels. Oh, God, man. The author absolutely did not provide enough BFG cells. Not by a long shot, I used every one of them. So that is bad. Like, this is... You know, if you give me like monsters like in this amount, you have to give me the tools to deal with them. So using a rocket launcher is insanity. Or you could just cut down on monsters, maybe. Just a little bit, you know? Instead of going over this complete insanity. I think I have to go... Well, can't cut through here. son of a bitch. Infighting? There's not... Like, look at this. There is nothing here to actually stop the Revenants. And there is already infighting going on. But, like, these... They don't infight the imps here. The Revenants are coming. I have to get, like... I have to find, like, a safe passage, but... Also, the level, I feel like the layout is really unsuited for this. It's too tight. There's no way to fight through it. I can't use, like, I have to use a rocket launcher at this point. Because the other ones don't do enough damage to thin out the herd, to open a passage. This is insanity. Fucking hell, man. I hate slaughter maps. I swear to God. Fucking hate him. Look at this shit. Yeah, in co-op it can be fun, but this is too tedious. And I mean, the level is really not spaced out for this. If I ever design a map like this, please stop me. Please fucking stop me. What the fuck is... How am I supposed to get out of here? This should be a place full of BFG cells. I'm not even sure if there's any... Oh my god, dude, this is impossible. I feel like this comes down to luck. At some point, it just stops being about skill, more about luck. I have no idea how to get out of this. Like, my weapons can't even peel like the front line. What? Yeah, I'm not really sure how to do that because they keep spamming these heat seeker missiles. And there is just not enough room to maneuver. They kind of box me in. Like, I can't keep up. It's I would say bad design. This is not my fault. Especially for a map that doesn't even advertise as slaughter map. They should like put a warning. Holy shit, dude. Okay, I'm just quitting now. Let's get back to mapping because I feel like I can my tactics are failing me rapidly. So let's take a small break from that absolute shithole. And let me show you the laser drill actually. I have finally found an effect which hold on just a second. All right. Let me show you real quick. I had to modify the effect a little bit. I couldn't find that one laser I was looking for, so I had to combine like 2 different effects to kind of create that laser drill thing. As you can see, the laser in the center is actually from a laser gate, and like, you know, a laser force field, I had to double the size to make it look a little bigger because it was a small laser. The rings are actually from Realm 667. They were like teleporter rings, and I kind of modified them as well a little bit to, you know, add that effect. I think this is actually, for what I could find, I think works really well. These are just 2 effects combined. Thought they fit nicely. So if you finish all 3 levels from this hub, you can actually activate the laser drill. These pipes will glow to indicate that, you know, that the drill is ready to be fired up. What I could do, I'm not really sure if there's an easy way. I could switch these lights off as well, and then like power them on each in turn. Like, you know, you can see like the drill is becoming active and then the laser activates. And what I think is really really cool, these effects, like the laser was actually, you could activate or deactivate it. It wasn't a dormant, you could put it in a dormant state, but the power rings you couldn't. And I just, like, I could add, I changed the decorate. I actually just asked Grog, I think. I just put in the code and I just asked, make it switchable, and it just pumped out, and it worked from the start. This pretty cool. And now what I always do is, of course, I kind of look at the code myself to learn from that, see if there's anything I can improve. But it is super easy, you know. And for these kind of things, they save me a lot of time. Yeah, with a script, but like my scripting knowledge is still fairly limited, and I think just for this, like for graphics, I wouldn't do it, but you know, just for these things, which if I have to search or like do some research, which is of course fine, because that's, you know, that's how you learn the most. But this is just a really super fast way to actually just do something simple. Local AI assistant. Really? Can you actually Oh, I do have that effect. Okay. But you know, just for those things, like oh yeah. Did you manage to score some free RAM? Because I can imagine that's a pretty expensive AI assistant. You know, there's like there is this trend. Oh. Okay. Wow. You can feel like the sentiment is that people are really turning against AI, but I can somewhat understand because it is in your face everywhere. Like if I want to search something online, I don't want an AI result in the top window, like in the first thing I see. That's like, it's really pushing. And I feel like it still should remain a choice rather than like, you know, the first thing they push. And the information is, it's not always accurate. I'm kind of like afraid that it will flood, you know, the internet. It's already happening, but you know, to the point of no return. I can see like some advantages of AI, absolutely. Especially when it comes to translating, like, you know, if you had like Google Translate, it would be very inaccurate because it would almost like, sometimes it would literally translate. And that is not like, then you have like, it's not good. It's a bad translation. And I feel like AI does a better job at that. And for organizing, yeah, that it can be a tremendous help. Like I had to, when I had to find some tiles for my terrace, I just took a picture of the terrace. I just wrote, you know, I took some measurements and I wrote them down on the paper. Or I did like on my cell phone. I mean, like you can write it by hand, some extra notes to the picture, and I just fed it into AI and I said, just calculate me how many tiles of 60/60 I need. And it was correct. It was insane. So that's pretty cool. Like it does have some advantages to make your life easier, you know. That it does. But I feel like it shouldn't replace creativity. It should be there to make your life easier, like to do the tasks that nobody wants to do. So there is room for tasks that you want to do. You can devote some extra resources to that as well, you know. But it's an endless discussion, and it's not really like, I'm not really pro or contra AI. I feel like it sometimes can be useful. Other times it absolutely is not, but we'll see how it evolves. I think there is like a point, yeah, like stuff like that, you know. That's what kind of like, that's that's what machines should actually do to kind of make life easier for humans. Not take the tasks, like take the hobbies and, you know, pump out art. Oh, what the fuck is that? Huh. Do we have another instance of a map? Okay. It's kind of weird. There we go. Oh yeah, that's true. What I want to do now Not shown on map. Mark, thank you so much for joining. And welcome. What I want to do now is, once the laser drill activates, I kind of want to remove this because this is a 3D floor. And I want to kind of mimic the effect that the laser, of course, drills a hole to the underground section, which is right here. And to do that, I just need to disable the action line on this. And then it disappears. The 3D floor just disappears. If that doesn't work, I can lower it to disappear below the floor, the actual floor level, which is right here. Hey BDC, Boris, welcome. Good to see you again. Oh, you can't remove them. Not even if you adjust the, if you remove the action? No? Oh, that's interesting actually. I thought you could, but you can't change actions, right? But maybe it doesn't update in real time. You can change the target. Or remove the tag, maybe. Ah. Hold on. Because you can't actually give actions to watch. Okay, let me show you. I like this part right here. Teleport to map. This is not there in the beginning. Oh wait, I did switch off the activation. Like, I know what I did. It's there in the beginning, but I added an activation line through a script. Like here, this is all deactivated, so nothing happens. Because there's no option. You can't press use, you can't walk over. But in the script, I gave this... I gave it an activation line when player walks over. And then it works. After the final monster is defeated, then you can actually exit the level. And you can actually see that somewhere. Here we go. Here you go. See? This one. You can change the target. Yeah. Okay, let's try. Set line. Let's see if we can find something there. What I kind of want to do is to make the screen go completely red real quick when the drill activates, and then just fade to normal again, and then have the what I probably should do, if the player gets close to the drill before it actually finishes, it's an insta-gib. So what I can do is actually make that 3D floor turn insta-gib. And then turn it off again when the drill finishes. Or maybe if the 3D floor just disappears entirely, but I don't want it from the beginning, of course. So we have to give this a tag as well. 43. Okay. Now, where is that script? Laser drill. Drill activated. Here we go. This is where the magic happens. What I need is a sound, of course, but we can add that in later. Set line special, maybe? Okay, so if we have this set line special, that might work. I actually need to create like a new create a new, like, real quick. Let's create a new script just to see. $90 60 10255. Okay. Thank you so much. Tag 12. 160 is actually, so it has to be 0. Does it? Was 160 is a 3D floor? Zero. Maybe I can just do it simple. Because the rest is that not mandatory? Let's see. Oh, that seems to work. Let's try. So I just write a new script real quick. Drill test. Because the other script is a conditional script. And I would have to play all 3 levels before I could activate the switch, which is not what we want. So we're gonna just do like purely for testing. Ah, yeah. So let's see if the 3D floor disappears. Bad script though. Oh wait, of course, void. Okay, that's all there is to it, I think. There we go. So we're gonna use drill test. Set line special, yeah. That should normally make the floor disappear. Normally. Ah, okay. is it? Drill test. Okay. Let's see. Damn it. It didn't work. Set line special. Line ID is 12. That is correct, no? Oh, that's weird. Maybe it doesn't work indeed. Like this, at least this way. Huh. What if I change the tags? Maybe it's not like it doesn't really update in real time with these settings. It's weird. Drill test is correct. Completer presses use. Wait, let's see. I count 2 pixels. Let's give this. See if there's anything that is messing up. Let's see if there's anything that's messing up. Maybe like the portal by giving that separate tag numbers. Maybe. No, it is a 3D floor. Okay, so that doesn't work. Tag 41. What if I... wait, this does have a tag number. Let's use 0. Let's see if this actually works. Okay. Okay, so that's good. That might work, yeah. Let's try it. I'm gonna blatantly copy your line if you don't mind. Okay, so let's try again. $160, and that's 41. I don't know why this is 42. But, you know, we'll keep it. Okay. Unfortunately not. That is weird. Weird. Oh, maybe Boris is right. But maybe there's like another way I have to try. In special, but it has to be 0, right? These things are... Not really sure what this is about. These arguments are not really required, I think. 41 is that attack and special, maybe. Let's try it with this. Use 0, because if you set it to 160, it will just remain a 3D floor. Oh, doesn't do anything. Okay, no worries. We're gonna do something else. Invisible unknowns. Ah. Oh, that is also indeed. I have to. But if you remove the line special, like 160, everything that is connected to the 3D floor will vanish as well, because it doesn't have any special, so it ceases to exist. The blocking functions, the non-solid functions of a 3D floor will cease to exist if you give it special 0. So this is actually not really required. Because if you use this, there is no 3D floor anymore, technically. Weird, could have sworn. Yeah, 3D floor. Wait a minute. 3D floors are statically initialized, and retroactively changing the control line of properties won't do anything at all. It's never looked at again. So Boris is actually correct. You cannot change it. It's not dynamic. What I maybe assumed it. Yeah. Set line special doesn't work. Okay. Then we have to do an instant sector move. We can actually, like, it's actually easy. Boris is usually correct, yes, and always looking. I'm sorry I doubted you, Boris. But I like, in my mind, and not even if you change the sector tags of the control sector to 0. Like, I mean, of the target sector here, if I change this to 0 instead of 41. Because what I think is strange then, if this is statically at map load, then it's kind of weird that you can actually change the height of the 3D sector. Because there is like a dynamic element still, but... Okay. Yeah, true. This is actually like what I'm gonna do, right? So we're gonna... what is the command for that? Sector, move, lower. No, ceiling lower. Ceiling lower instant, maybe? Tag unused. Height. Unused. Why is that in the middle? Instant lower the sector ceiling. Height times 8 units, so basically 1. Height amount, let's lower the ceiling by... So it's 41,081? No, that's not true. It's 43, I think. Let's have a look. Son of a 43. Oh wait, that's the 3. Yeah, did I did tag. Is it? Did I use 43? I did use 43. That's weird. Yeah, I know, because I used it before to lower a 3D bridge. And it worked perfectly. That is still correct, drill test. Ceiling lower. Hold on. I think this is where the problem is. I know I did ignore the floor height. Let's do like that. Maybe there's some room here. Maybe that was like the issue. Yeah, there we go. Oh, fuck. That is what I feared. That is what I feared. Now, we can actually solve this by checking. We can lower it below this part, right? So the floor is minus 1158. Right. Now I have to calculate it. God, I'm so bad at this. Why can't you use a simple... $11, okay. 144. What did I just change? Let's use 1174. Let's see. There we go. So it's now, it should be below floor level, but you know, oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's just a reflection. That is pretty cool. Yeah, you can actually see it draws the map upside down. Wow, that's cool. I actually never looked at it like that. That's cool. Okay, but at least it works. So the floor is actually really large, like the height is incredibly high. But you know, this works. So we're gonna remove the set line special here, and what we need before we actually do this part, sector, change flags. I want the sector damage. No, I want to set a special. Instant death, 115. Let's actually see if this works before we do it manually. And what the hell is going on here? Oh, okay. Make sure it works before we jump in. Yeah. If you dare to cross the laser, you will die. But that effect has to be switched on and off again. So that's actually pretty simple, technically, in theory. But is that it's an effect, sector special, sector set special? Set special, no? There's set damage, but what would that be? Sector change flags, maybe? Exchange flags? What are flags? There are no flags. I can't read. Damn it, I can't read it. It's too small. But thank you, whoever donated something. I can't read it. It's not done. Oh, Mortalnap, thank you so much. Wow, awesome. I'll make sure to make it worth your while. I do have a couple of things I wanted to post in the on the Buy Me a Coffee page. So thank you so much. Thank you a ton for joining. I'll make sure you get the latest. I can't read it. It's kind of like I see it on my screen, but it's I have it like very small, so I can't read anything. But it doesn't show it in my direct like live chat or feed, unfortunately, because it's something. But I could actually use like a bot to do it. Normally, I have the Discord bot automatically give you a role, but I have to check that because I kind of wanted to like make it all like run properly as soon as I'm done with this. But thank you again so much for the sub. I feel like this is a better way, like, because the benefits compared to like Twitch subs, like they take a lot of percentage, and I feel like in this case I could do like more things to make it more interesting to sub instead of subbing through you know, the streaming platforms. But like I said, you know, I'm definitely going to put in some more content instead of just, you know, mapping, to kind of focus a little more on community building. So yeah, true also. So I feel like it's a shame for if you decide to like do a donation. I feel like it's a shame to make it go through the streaming platforms, because I can actually do something useful with those donations, like to improve the mod, and the more funding remain, the more I can do with it, you know. So it's a shame to see all that like extra money go to waste just for the streaming platforms, and they do offer very little benefit in return. So I feel like I can provide personally more through this, through having these exclusive posts about my work and some extra benefits, you know. Now, is this considered a flag? The effects? Let's see. Yeah, I think sector floor drop. Currently supported flags. It's not there. It's not a flag. So what is it then? What is it? Let's see. I can do it through sector set damage, but I think you have to manually put in the damage. Let's have a look. You see, you have to apply. Now you could do the amount of damage. You can increase it to 1000, for example. But I kind of like this. Just do it simple, like an insta kill or insta give in this case. Special. Oh, Boris, you're at it again, huh? I'm gonna just take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for it and just don't look into it anymore. Son of a bitch. Oh, look at that. The first screen, like, I pop up. Here you are. Oh, from 1999. Damn, that's great. That is great. I remember Doom World when it was like still part of a website and not just a forum. Good times on Doom World, I remember. I kind of miss those days. Boris is eternal, absolutely. Oh, Post Hell. Oh my god, you remember as well? Mortal Nap? Post Hell? Oh my god, yes, it's still there? No? That was great. I ended up there once. And I can't remember why. But I did. Probably because I asked like a stupid question. Extreme. Sector set damage. Extreme. Can you actually sector set damage? Can you do it like that? You can't find it with the Wayback Machine, true. Tag amount mod. What is mod? Oh. Oh yeah, means of death. Let's see, do we have like... Crush loss, I'm hit, railgun? Let's see, let's try. Tag 43, amount, let's use... I wish you can actually... Leaky, that is, yeah. Probably for soaking, okay. Interval. Too bad you can't really like use the like instant flag or something. 1000 is massacre, no constant. Mod. Ah, massacre. That's oh. But that's a mod. It's just like amount. Let's use 1000 and mod. Let's use the railgun. Let's disable this for a minute. Let's see. Let's see what gives. There's no message. Says the amount of damage done to a player in a sector. Damage set from regular Doom sector types or UDMF map systems will be overridden by this. Yeah, that's fine. That's nothing special. I thought there was gonna be like a message. Do we get a message? No. Player killed himself. Player died. You can't have custom messages, right? That's fine, you know. Okay, so this is good. And I think we don't need to reverse it because let's actually try. Normally, if I were to do it now, the floor is gone and yeah, it's below this. So there's no need to there's no extra need to change it back. So that's actually pretty easy. So we set the damage. First we activate. We activate both. 777. These two. Oh, don't they have 7? Okay. 777. This is the laser drill. Let's actually make this 778. Maybe there's something interesting here. 777. First we activate the laser. I'm gonna put a small delay here. Then we set the damage. No, we actually set the damage before, right after this, because the laser is already deadly. But it's just for the effect, the special effect. Then we let the laser do its drilling for, let's say, 3 seconds. Of course, we need to add a sound here. but I think that should work. Of course, didn't set it to dormant. I forgot one thing actually. I have to switch it back off. Dormant. Okay. Thing deactivate. We're gonna do the other way around. Delay. Five. Well, that's actually not really required, because if the floor lowers, the ceiling lowers, it's gone because it's below floor level. So normally the player is no longer affected. 777. Let's put it to the test. Yeah, it's in the 3D floor indeed, yeah. Okay, so now it's off, but I kind of want to do something with these lights because now the drill appears to be functioning. And I kind of wanted to... Can you change through scripting? Can you change the brightness of a sector? Can you do that? I mean, not of a sector, but of a surface. That laser is... I do like the effect that it spawned. Can we actually do like something simple? Spawn it from the ceiling and make it go like invert. That might work if I just put it at the top. Minus. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't work. That is an issue. Now, I'm pretty sure Cacowards can Why is that? Y minus. Was it that? Oh, okay. Scale. Wait, maybe I can actually use -1 here. Oh god. Okay, let's check the decorate, because I feel like we can change it there. Okay. Good thing I did these. Did I change? Change the sector tag. Yes, but that is that a sector value? Because I kind of want to change this right here. So it's actually a property for the ceiling, not the sector per se. Or is there like a function, like another, like an argument you have to use there as well? Okay. Because I kind of want to switch these off. And this one as well, of course, because it has like... doesn't this have a ceiling glow? Where is this coming from then? Oh wait, it's just... I didn't use 35 here. Yeah, I get it, never mind. Coming from a 3D... No, it's not a 3D floor. This is just a regular sector. But I used 35 here for the shading. And I didn't use it here on the upper wall. And that's why it is like that. Here you can see it's different. But if I remove this, you get the same effect, see? However, this one does have the... and this is something like the ceiling glow I have to change as well. But the thing is it worth it? I think it would be cool if you can actually, if it gradually, first you turn this on, then this, and then you activate the drill. You know, like it's like a sequence. But it's gonna be a pain to script, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's easy, but I'm not really sure if it's even possible. Let's first focus on the laser drill. Let's see. Where is it? It's actually laser beam .watt. Okay, let's open up Slate here. So we got the decorate. Now, Double size by request. By my request. So. Oh, God. Let's see. Okay, so the scale is easy. Maybe. Where would I do that? Like now it appears it comes from the ground up and goes, but I wanted to invert that. Probably here, the spawn state. Base laser horizontal, spawn item, no delay. That's horizontal, I kind of want the vertical. You can set the ceiling light and glow through Z-script. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, cool. But how would I... can you like integrate this into like ACS? Or do you have to like a separate file? Do you have to make a separate file for that? Oh, I have to look into that. Spawn ceiling and no gravity. Yes, it sticks the laser to the ceiling. Now the only thing is, because the beam is created and then it kind of like it spawns in as you know, you could see it, but if I spawn it to the ceiling, it will still remain like base laser. I need a line to kind of to go downwards, you know, as it, like it originates from the drill. If I just stick it to the ceiling, it will go upwards, and then it will go immediately into the ceiling. So I kind of want. I need to like flip the axis, maybe. Can we do that here? Like the Y scale. Does that have to do with the scale, or is it like the spawn state? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna do some vibe coding. Let's actually see what comes out. Modify the vertical section of the code. No layout. The current setup spawns segments with positive Z velocity upward from the base actor's position, typically near the floor. Yes. This change spawns segments. Well, actually, let's put it up here and see. Like, we can have some fun with. Okay. Thank you so much, Boris. That's definitely interesting. Okay. Replace the entire vertical laser beam section with this. Now hang from ceiling going downward. So let's see what changed actually. Let's see how well AI handles this. I'm gonna... If I want to be lazy, I'm gonna be extra lazy, you know? I just want to see if he can handle this. It's a risk. I know. It's a big risk. But we'll see. Normally it should have saved. Like, you know, if this works, it saves me like a tremendous amount of time. Laser beams, it created like a backup file, so that's good. Let's save that backup file for just a moment. Here's a moment. No, wait, I have to reload it, I think. Just to make sure, let's actually reload the project so the new Cacowards is loaded as well, just to make sure. If this works, that's great. Moment of truth. Hold on, maybe it's something I. Laser beam red vertical. Did I change something by accident? No. That is too bad. Maybe it just changed. Particles. Why is he talking about particles? There are no particles. Okay, then we're gonna have to do a different approach. Some positive. -8. That's it. So, okay, maybe I can just do it like that. 4. Is that correct? Jesus Christ. No, yeah, like AI did it cleanly when it came to doubling the size of the laser. A spawn item. Here we go. 0, 0, 0. -8. Which value do we have to change? What is 4? I think this will require some experimentation. I guess I have to do it myself. Okay, let's oh. Okay, let's remove the messed up laser beam and let's revert it back to the old one. Thank God for backups, automated backups. Now we're gonna check to see if it actually works again. Very unfortunate. Okay, that works. So I think with a little bit of experimentation, we should be able to... We probably should use spawn sealing. I think maybe Grog didn't... I think it didn't take that into account, and that might be why it didn't work. So let's use minimal changes here. Laser beam. Oh, really? Ah, that's too bad. Ticket. So we need... Well, the laser beam red. This is actually like a sub actor. You can choose the colors. It might be useful for a future uses somewhere in my project maybe, so I'm just gonna leave it in and just have the option available. So base laser we only have the green laser. That is actually the basis. The rest are just recolored or color translations. So we start with the green laser. But that's base laser vertical. I kind of want to know what these fields are. Could it be as simple as to change the scale to negative, the Y scale? Then you probably would, no. You wouldn't have the origin point. You spawn. Base laser horizontal spawner. We need to be here, the vertical beam. Base laser vertical. I think we just need to be here and here, these two. So we need this spawn item, and then I need to know what these class. Okay, basically it's vertical, and then double Z. 1, 2, 3, so double Z. An angle, indicated velocity. Offsets from the calling actor to spawn a new actor at up, down. What do you make of that then? I think it's the third one, but what does it have to be? Like -0? Because I do like that effect where it slowly like -32, what do you need? Like -8. We can always change like the Z height. There is no base laser horizontal. Or vertical, I mean. Only laser beams. Actor base laser vertical. Can we do that here? Can we add it here? Plus hang from ceiling? Spawn ceiling. Can we do the same? And then for the spawner, for states. Could that be it? I have no idea. Let's reload. Really have no idea. But we're gonna try. Let's actually use it here. Let's see, please let this work. It still goes upwards. It's kind of weird that it like but is it Wait, can we actually This is the only graphic that's actually in there. So I have no idea how it actually produces that. Summon laser beam color direction. Well, that's horizontal or vertical. Wait, maybe can we actually? It stretches the. Okay. I see. Hold on. Can we actually change something in the arguments? Maybe. Laser beam. Point it in the direction where it is going to end. $270. What if I make 0 out of this? Could that work? Pitch 90 or 270? Could that work with I don't know. Or maybe because I did reverse it. Place on map where the laser beam has to start pointed in the direction where it's going to end. That seems for horizontal lasers, to be honest. Credits and info. Color direction. Direction. Let's use pitch. Oh wait, it is 0. Let's try this one. I'm not really sure this is gonna work. Oh no. Damn it. It has to be like a simple solution, right? Let's actually these are the things like -y. Yes, that is. I tried it in editor, didn't seem to do anything. That was my guess. Maybe we can do it in Decorate. It could work. However, maybe the spawning, maybe. Maybe. See, things like these, they take up too much time. So, I assume vertical laser beam, you mean right here. Okay, maybe we have to. Let's see what it gives. Maybe if it doesn't work now, then it's a good sign. Damn it. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Pitch, maybe. Nope. I think it has to do not with the laser, it's the spawning direction. Let's see. Given its spawner negative velocity. Minimal fix for my kit. Let's see. I put it into ChatGPT. Change only this actor. We'll see if that works. So actor laser beam red vertical. Laser beam green vertical. $284. Okay. -4. Oh wait. Lesbian red vertical 284. So the only thing we need to do let's see. It's a long shot, but so I'm gonna replace this completely with this. Go down instead of up. Let's make that code a little cleaner. I don't know why it does this like this. Okay. Yada. Laser beam, and then of course we need to close it off. Stop. and beam length to floor. There's some great suggestions there. Okay. Let's give it one last shot. I know sometimes ChatGPT can actually provide me with the correct answer when there we go. Bravo, ChatGPT. Bravo. Yeah, that's good. I need to just I think I need to put it there because it originates exactly from the bottom. Oh baby, that's it. It was that simple. Yeah, thank you so much. But I don't feel I should take credit for this. You know, Grok is being advertised as the greatest AI, but I don't know. It's been messing up. Like, it's mixed results, but that's with all AI. But it was that simple. But this only, like, I understand this is only for the red laser now. But you can actually do that easily and make it general for all lasers. But I feel it might be interesting to keep it for the red laser only. And maybe if I want to like add some green lasers, maybe I can do some other effects like coming up from the floor. Might be interesting for future, like, I'm not really sure yet what I'm gonna do with that, but now I kind of want to put it up a little longer. See, because the effect, I feel like it went away too soon. Let's see what did come first. Actually, and I haven't seen it. First, that one. Feel like the laser should come first, no? Seven, 7, 8, and then 7, 7, 7. Let's flip it. Okay. Maybe I should add that, remove that delay. What I can do, let's make it 10. I feel it should come really close in. But since the laser is, that's a little too fast. Let's use 20. I think that's good in the end. The cleanup is good. Maybe 20 was good. So look. No, I think it should come a little sooner. Actually, I wanted to tone it down, so I think 15 maybe. Yeah, I can do it actually multiple times. I think maybe 10. Like I kind of wanted to simultaneously, but because the laser is getting spawned in and slowly goes down, I don't want that effect to be. I think that's good. See if I remove the delay completely. Actually do it like that. Saves me some work. Can you activate it while it's already lasering? You mean like the second effect? We're using the switch before the laser ends. Ah, that's actually a good question. Now, this of course in the game. This you can only use it once, but no, you can actually not. Because the sequence has not ended. Let's see if I can increase the speed. It's 4 map units per tick. That is what the 4 is actually doing. Hold on, so I can actually increase the speed. Because I feel like the laser is coming down a little bit too slow. So it's the velocity. Where's my red laser? So it moves down 4. Okay, let's actually double that. -8. Save. Okay, and reload, just to make sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's better, huh? I kind of wanted to go a little faster. Let's use -12. Let's see if actually. Let's reload just to make sure, because I'm not really sure if I can see the difference right away. It is that easy, apparently. But that does mess up. It does mess up the volume. That's an interesting interesting side effect. It feels like it gets stretched out. It's weird. Whoa, it goes all the way down. Holy shit. Can we actually... it still shows up. Let's use 5 ticks. Yeah. That's good enough. Although I feel like that doesn't even matter. It's good enough. I'm actually spending way too much time on this. Okay. Damage, yes, that's all good. Could you have like a fade screen? Oh, you have to reload? Stacks. Ah, okay, yeah. The laser doesn't kill you. No, that's because because I activated it more than once. Like, see, like if I do it now, then it does. But the second time, like the script has already completed, so the ceiling, like this one has already lowered, so the insta kill floor is below the level, and that's why it doesn't kill me. Because it's not really the laser drill that is damaging, it's actually the floor. So that's why it actually does that. I got a cool effect I actually want to use. We do have particle systems, right? Standard in ZDoom actually. Spark. No. Don't we have particle system? Like a particle system? Could have sworn. Okay, let's have a quick look. Let's shop. Particle spawners. Oh, apparently they are not in standard. See, this is the effect I took from the rings, the power rings. That was the effect. And I feel this one does look like a pretty cool effect for the laser to kind of, you know, I think that is actually, let's download this. It is different meaning. Rejuvenation fountain, yes, but that's not what I intend to use it for. I have to use 3 separate items to create this power drill, so I'm definitely gonna probably gonna use some more drills. Like, I think it's pretty cool if you actually, in the 3rd episode, I'm gonna use that as like an environmental hazard. I have like these separate drills. You can actually time it to go off. I think this is gonna be pretty cool. As an environmental hazard. Ah, there's a light fade. Yes, indeed. Light fade. Okay. Uh-huh. We'll see. Maybe it's not even required. If there's time left, I will do it, but it's not like something I kind of want to postpone the release for. It can be done later. So let's first put this fountain. Now these things are like, these wads are very, very small. It's only 39 kilobytes. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff. There's actually a lot of stuff in these fountains that I don't need. Yeah. Okay, let's feed this. I kind of want to... kind of want to dumb it down a little bit, actually. Okay, let's see if I can just remove. Remove every result simplified. Okay. Let's see. So I put like a very simplified script here. Let's open a different, because I kind of want to put it in like, here we go, this category. There we go. This can go. Okay. I can remove this editor number. Save changes. Let's see, maybe we can cut out some more. Now I have to reload, I think. Let's see if we can actually find it under the SFX. No, it's not here. Okay. Oh wait, it's oh, it's still, it is here. Actor full around category annualites. Why is it? Why isn't it there? Should be here, right? Should have defined it in map info as well, but I don't think that's necessary, to be honest. Why isn't it not here? That is strange. It should be there. try. I don't think... Because I didn't do that for the laser beams. I can still... I can still select them. Well, maybe it works. Maybe it works like this, I don't know. No, it's still not there. Oh wait, there it is. So weird. Okay, let's have a look. It's not dormant. Do we need to activate it? There's some weird shit. It looks really nice. Is it maybe switched off at the moment? Do you need to activate it manually? Okay, let's try and just put in the original fountain, see if that changes anything. They were warnings. Yes, of course they were. I see. Okay, that is actually, hold on, I have to, it's actually fairly simple. I just want the effect, to be honest. Maybe there's different. Particle spawners. I thought this was kind of cool looking. Maybe this one is better. This one looks more like fiery. Let's first check this out. Animation found Doom. Hold on. I think I know why that didn't work. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's have a look. Ooh, we got something here. Now I wonder if you can actually add arguments to this, or does it just... Oh. I think that's a cool effect. It just needs some more information. Info. Documentation. Okay. Controls. Ah, user effect. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, so we can actually have heavily customize this, and this might be something interesting for like especially for the third map. So I feel I might keep this mechanic. User color. Click the custom tab. Wow, custom fields. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. That's actually pretty extensive. User color. User effect. Hey, that's actually great. Health. Maybe we can actually make it deadly or something. Wow, that's actually pretty awesome. That's pretty sweet. Okay, user color. So the value has to be 2 for red. User amount controls the amount of whatever affects the final set to give health and R. This value is in points. For ammo, it is in percentages. User effect. 0 health. User amount, like, can I do -20 for example? Let's actually see what this does. Okay, it is red, so that's good. Turns back. There's no negative. I hope this doesn't do anything. Shit. Kinda like this effect though. Can we actually user effect? How about if we use 4? Because it ranges from 0 to 3. Maybe if I use 4 it doesn't do anything. Shit, it still does. Does even the dormant flag work? No, it doesn't even work. Alright, might be too much effort. Does it need to be above ground level? Ah, oh, yeah, you mean, yeah. I'm running behind on the messages. An activable, deactivable base head smoke spawner. That actually might be that might be a better use. To be honest. Let's extract it here. Open it up. Accent smoke, decorate. Red smoke radius. Actor, okay, can remove. Special effects. I think this requires minimal hex and smoke. Okay. Let's copy that. Put it in the rest with Annie. Let's see, so we got hex and smoke. Okay. Let's see what the name was again. Decorate FX Telesmoke. Red smoke. FX red smoke. Red glitter, okay. Let's see. Let's see if this one shows up in the editor. There's, I think, the warning from, yeah. Okay, we'll fix that. Okay, it's also not there. So weird. Then I wonder what the hell is the difference between this and the other decorate functions. FX Telesmoke, I think that is the one we need, right? So let's open map info. And we're gonna just use that number. Put it there. Normally, I say normally. Let's see if the error is gone. If it recognizes it. Oh shit. What? What the hell is that? Sprite lump. Oh god, why can't this just... Hex and smoke. Why can't this just run? What is wrong here? What is wrong? Did I put in the wrong actor maybe? It moves super fast. Summon FX Telesmoke. That is the correct Put it in a dormant state. Let's just try it out. See how it looks. Maybe the effect is not that great. And we can just scrape it. Yeah, I only get one shot at this. I can actually test it multiple times. But I feel like it might be too much. I think the rings... I'm not really convinced. I'm not really convinced. I mean, it's a cool effect in itself, don't get me wrong. Let's have a quick look. There must be some greater, like, better effects. Maybe like just some sparks or something. Elemental effects. Like embers. Bubble boiling. Also interesting. Toxic clouds, also cool. There's a lot of stuff I can use here. But you know, where it's gonna end? Flame. I feel like a good effect at the bottom of the laser thing can really elevate that you know, laser drill effect, but there are too many options here. This one could do something. Like, I basically could use the teleport smoke spawner, But I would probably use it then without the rings around the laser. But I think the rings make the laser look a little more. I'm gonna try with the particle spawner, and then if that doesn't work out really well, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Okay, particle sparkle spawner. Decorate this should be fairly simple. Category special effects. It already has a category. Maybe we can actually just put it in and see if that is at least correct. It doesn't conflict with any other, because that's always something tricky. And I think, if I remember correctly, this is already switchable on and off. So let's see, let's put it in here, sparkle spawner. Special effects, it's already there. And I think you can actually use the arguments for the size. I think this is only like one. Let's check it out real quick. Yeah. Though the effect is not super, like it's a lot more like a magic type of thing instead of you know, with the smoke it's kind of cool. And this one was actually perfect, you know. Maybe I should do again, like try again with this. Let's see what the arguments were. You can set some arguments, spawn arguments. Documentation. First arc controls the size of the area, 32, 64 squares, so it has to be like 16. Second argument, 1 is square, 0 is square, 1 is circle. Okay. Did I already place him here? Ah, there it is. So it has to be 16. 1 is circle. Okay, let's put it there. Let's see. Maybe. It would be the simplest Root sparkle. Okay. And we're gonna put it into dormant state because it has to be activated. Let's see what the effect is. Oh. No, it doesn't really cut it. How about we do something? Let's have a look at this. You know, that might be that might be the best choice, the simplest solution. However, what I do want is give that a different tag. Is there a delay? Hold on. Thing activate 777. No. So that means hold on. Thing activate 777. I think I need to do like a small delay before I activate. Let's use 8 for the fire. Because I have to, the fire should only like start when the laser actually reaches the ground. So delay thing activates 778. So the fire spawner is 778. And the laser beam and this thing, these two. Can be 777. Let's have a look. Not bad. What do you think? What if you add a little quake? Yeah, that was actually my intention as well. Now we should probably tone the fire down a little bit. There is something very strange. You should listen to the sound. And I don't know why, because in Decorate it does appear normal. Okay, a little quake. Yeah, it has this. It has this strange. There's. All right, hold on just a second. Let me show you the difference. And I don't know how does it like how it actually how it came to be, but let me. You hear it. You can hear some kind of strange intensity, duration. Okay, let's leave it like this for the moment, and let me get you up here. Listen very closely. You hear it does like it does like that, and if you listen to the fire in Decorate, it's not the same. It's better. This is the one. Listen. It doesn't have that constantly tapping sound for some strange reason. This is the way it's supposed to sound, and it doesn't have that with the other two. Like this sounds exactly as it does in a game. This one as well. So I have no idea what is going on. I have checked Decorate files. Maybe it's a sound slot. And I don't think it had that in the beginning. So I'm completely puzzled. But you can hear the difference, right? There we go. Okay, so it works. I think we should just keep this one. I think it's the best effect without interfering too much with the laser effects. And I feel like it's nice that it kind of hides away like the bottom end of the laser. Yeah, I think this is good. All that effort just to end up with the thing I already had. Now, like if you actually used an argument here and you switch it to medium, you can hear it has a proper sound effect. Listen. But I think the fire is that too big? Might be too big, no? I kind of like the first one when it comes to size. It's a big laser, yeah, true. But it's a focused laser. I'm not really, I don't know. Maybe. But I kind of want to fix that sound. I have no idea what causes it. But I'm going to leave it at that for today because I have to do some preparations for dinner as well. So thank you so much for joining. Immortal Lab, thanks again for your subscription. I'll make sure to put it to good use and make sure you get something in return as well. Have a great new year. I'll be returning actually pretty soon. Maybe even in the weekend. We'll see. I'll be seeing you very soon. Take care. Enjoy if you're going to do something special for New Year, like celebration or be with family. I wish you all the best. And thank you so much for being here throughout 2025. It's really been an amazing year, like for the project wise and all the stuff I kind of did. And, you know, your continuous support means a lot. And we're going to start off strong in 2026 with the release of episode 2 and, you know, just continue from there on out, work on different projects and set some things up. I'm not going to spoil everything. I have quite a few plans, but they're going to unfold in the next year. So again, have a great new year and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.